Hello everybody and welcome to our CP Nuggets today. Today we're going to discuss about the system investigation, which it has been triggered from a requirement determination. System investigation, it has resulted in completing a system proposal that's completed by the project management and the business analyst, whom are our detectives. All of the traces and all of the requirements has been gathered from the clients. It's about time to set a meeting with the head of the juries, which is the steering committee. Steering committee consists of, at the top of the table, the CIO, the CDO, project management officer, senior project management, and the senior business analyst, as well the internal stakeholders of your departments, and the external stakeholders, which is the customer. In the steering committee, is going to be listening to the senior project manager or the program manager or portfolio manager from his presentation, providing information on the project, which constitutes up of the system proposal. System proposal consists of an executive summary, consists of the requirement definition, consists of the business specs, consists of the use cases and the process model and the data model. When it comes to use cases, remember it is an event-driven model. It is about a system, how it interacts with the environment, in which how the activities are contributed by a customer who triggers a certain event and he gets a response to the information. Use cases, they play very important roles, whether with the architect or whether the system analyst. The system analyst, he might decide whether he's going to go for the top level use case that he's going to explain through information, through in between the functional units, through a data flow diagram or a context model, or through a structure system advanced methodology, or for the simplest, a flow chart. Or the other architect, he might go and say, I'm going to generate and classify a class diagram, which he might use a UML, Unified Modeling Language, right, explaining a class diagram. A class, remember, it's an object or a group of objects, right, which they are being associated with each others. A class, it might instantiate from another class called a superclass, or a class it can instantiate from object. Taking an example, for example, I might have a class such as a car, and I have another class which is called color. The car, a class, it can instantiate from the color. Any color is required. For example, a car could be red, could be green. What about if I have a superclass known as a sports car? A superclass, right, a class which has a car, it can instantiate from the superclass its color, or it can take from the other class which is called the color itself. So it's about now decision for the steering committee to decide on whether to resume with the system proposal, whether to reject it, or whether they will require to have time to study it and to give their considerations about it, or they might go on approval. In case of approval, the senior project manager, right, or the program manager or the portfolio manager, they need to set a kickoff meeting to explain further to their team how the project is going to be taken, what is the master plan through the WPS, and the drilling down of the project in order to go into moving into the execution phase. Now, the execution means that we're going to go into the next step, which is the design, building wireframes, building the physical design document. The next topic we're going to be discussing next week on the architect part, and we'll give you more information. If you need to learn how to write the use cases or how to contribute in writing a system proposal, then join me and to my courses, right, through my institutions. You can contact me on my mobile number 0020 100 760 6548, or you can WhatsApp me. It has been a pleasure, and thank you very much for your presentation.